Everyone, welcome back for another video tutorial. For this video, we will focus our study on the use of scaffold widgets. This is a special widget that allow us to create the application that contain the app bar areas, the body areas, and the floating button as well. So we go step by step right here. So if I were you now, we are going to start from scratch so that you can see the whole process again one more time. So let me delete it. And then again, we need to have a void and the main functions. And this one, we need to have the run of applications. And over here, we can, we do not use Cupertino for now. We need the material app. So take this as the material app as the input. And it's automatically import this library for us. This is the object creation, so it belong to material app class. So let me put parentheses. And one of the child that we need to specify is, of course, is called home. Now, instead of put the widgets, things like text or container directly right here, now we are going to use the word called scaffold. Okay, the scaffold is the widgets that contain many interesting parts, things like app bar, the body part, and bottom part. Okay, and drawer as well is contain many things for you. So let's go ahead and put scaffold. Scaffold, as I told you that we create the new objects belong to this class, okay, but in Dust you can just omit the word new. Now I like to usually have the comments so that I can see that this now belong to whom, okay, and this is, I need semicolon because we are running this function and take all of this as the input for this function, okay. Now inside scaffold we have several sections. Section number one, we have app bar. Second section is basically we call body, and body is the part that contain your application body, okay. And part number three is what we call bottom bar, and also it can be used to incorporate the use of floating button as well, okay. But in this video tutorial we will focus only on the first two, so let me remove this for now. So for app bar, it's very simple. You specify that we need app bar name parameters and we create the new app bar, okay. Now for new app bar, as I told you, this is creating new objects in Dart, no need for the news, okay. Now in here you can specify the title, so I can put title for things like my applications, okay. And also for the title itself, you cannot take the text directly. It should be, okay, this parameter expect to see an object belong to the text widget. So instead of using the text, we use the text. Instead of using the contents directly, we use the text widget. And then you can say my applications. Alright, so without doing anything else, then I should be able to see that now my app bar should come up, and you can see that now we have the app bar component right here and the title happened right here. Okay, good. So I can go ahead and also put the background color. I can specify the color for, instead of blue, I can go over orange. And this time, look at this carefully. I can click over hot reload, and it's going to I think for hot reload right now it's not not working. Okay, so because now it's the part of the app bar. Okay, good. Next, after you already have the app bar, the next step is the body part. Now let's go over the body. So let's have the body name parameters. And now you can have things that laid out in this direction. For example, I like to have three different texts. So go ahead and you can see that now inside the tree structure, the uppermost one is the material app. Then we have a scaffold. The scaffold take all the area, and inside scaffold it has the component for the application bar or app bar, and it's also have inside the app bar it have the text in this direction. Now we are going to add another section in scaffold we call body, And the most easiest thing to have the multiple childs in this direction is to have, again, the column widgets, okay? And the column widgets take student, not a single child, so you cannot use child, but we use student, okay? Student. All right, so whenever you type it in, the system automatically suggests that this is the case. Now you can start typing text. Because we are going to apply the same style of the text. So I'm going to have, let's say, message number 1. And then for the styling, I will have text style. Okay. And this object will take, the color. I would like to set the color to be color dot yellow. Yellow is look a little bit too bright. Let's go to the color that is contrast to the white one, and I think why don't we go for indigo here? Okay. All right, and for the font size for 25, I think it should be good enough. Now you can see that right here, if I set it, okay, still nothing have changed at all, because now you cannot use the hot reload. Everything should be hot restart, okay, hot restart. And now we have a single child inside, even though this is specified as the student, but in this student you can see we only have one text, okay, so that's why this happened right here. You can now copy this text and then put it here and change this to be message 2. You can change the color to see the different aspect of, if it shows in different line, what would be the result. Then you click over restart, and that's give us this result. Good. Now that's the concept of the scaffold. We have applications, and further in the future we are going to introduce the ways to put the drawer, the sliding window menu as well. Okay, but for now the focus is going to show you that every time when you make changes, you have to click over the Flutter hot restart. Do we have any better way of doing things? Yes, we do. So now, for this altogether, the child of material app, okay, we done this directly right here. Okay, so now I'm going to refactor. Refactor means we are going to put this as the new class instance. So if I were you, this is what we are going to do. We can just right click over Scaffold and then look at refactor one more time. Right click on Scaffold, refactor, and then we say that we are going to extract Flutter widgets. See, Flutter widget, and then click OK. Now you can name the new widgets, and I'm going to name this as my first page. So let's say first page. Say refactor. All right. Now you can notice that, oh, what happened? Now my scaffold now is wrapped inside the function build. Now before I'm doing anything else, let me see if I can make this happen. Let me make some changes. First, let's say message number 1. Let's put 10 and 20. And then if I refresh this, okay. Let me rebuild it first, because we make some changes in this direction. So now let me go back to things like this and restart it. As you can see now, that is working. So unlike in the previous way, when you don't have these kinds of thing, whenever you need to make changes, you did it and you have to click over this button. Okay, but from now on, because whatever you do is going to be called first page. The first page now is right here. Now we are going to go from scratch from here and creating this ourselves to see if you can make this happen. Okay, one more time. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy Scaffold. Okay, and now I'm going to remove whatever we did previously. If you remember, we put it here and we just right click over Scaffold, refactor, and then introduce extract Flutter widget. But now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it like this way. I'm going to say that the child of the material app is basically the objects of first page class. Okay, now you can see that the first page class is not there. You have to create it. So to create a new first page class, okay, this class, okay, in order to support hot reload, then the class must be extended from stateless widget over here. Okay, what is the meaning of stateless widget? Both will be reviewed very soon. So now, in order to create a new class easily, you don't have to go from scratch. You can type st, and one more time, type st, and select the first one here. Double click, and you can see that now the is provide the class structure here for us. You can then put the name of the class called first page. Okay, all right. Or if you feel like you want to study this carefully, so you can go ahead and create this manually here by yourself. So we say we create a new class called first page, and that is going to extend from stateless widgets. Okay, and then you can go ahead and I think this way I can okay, I can override the functions. Okay, I can override the functions, but I could not remember what is the shortcut keys that allow me to override the function. Okay, override methods over here. All right, so I can override the function build, but doesn't, yeah, right here. Okay, so basically what happened? We say that we create a new class that extends from this. Now this class have implemented the build function. What is the build function? The build function will be called every time you apply changes to your widget, and it's going to re-render or display the changes for you. So whatever in here, that's gonna be the contents of the rendering or the display. Okay, so for example here, for the minimal structure here, I can say that this is the class that extends from this. Whenever, okay, we apply the hot reload or the system call the function build for us, then we want to return an easy things like text. And over here I put things like hello, and now if I refresh it, as you can see that now it's become hello. If I put S and then I hot reload it, you can see that now it's make changes as well. So that means whenever we make changes over here, because now we are in the debugging mode, it's going to apply changes immediately without restarting your application. So that is the useful thing by create a class that extend from this class. Now from now on, keep in mind that whenever you want to build things for your widgets, this is considered to be custom or user-defined widgets. All the display component must be wrapped inside the build function. So now we are going to take back all the scaffold that we just copied from the previous step. So let's just copy it here, and let me hot reload. As you can see, bring back everything. And now I can change anything else that I like to see changes as well, and it's really fast. So one of the dominant experience that I think this one dominate the market, the Flutter dominate the market comparing to things like React Native or Native Script, is the ability to reload changes really fast through the use of hot reloading. Okay, so from now on, next time when we create the application, we do not create anything in the home directly anymore. We implement the new class that extends from this class, and whatever UI that we want, we put it into the build function. All right. So hopefully this video tutorial will allow you to see the differences between hot restart, okay, using just a standard way, putting everything in here, or hot reloading if you implement your object class, user-defined class from here. Okay, so in the next video tutorial, we will come back and then take a look at more example, so that to see if we can understand the ways that we can create things that look like this. Okay, let me go over this. Okay, all right. And also, if you want to learn more about the structure of this, I have the PowerPoint slides in 17 as well, so that you can see how this is working. All right. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video tutorial.